Pura vida.
Pura vida. I don't know how to say
Pura vida.
Do it on your shirt. Pura vida.
Perfect. Hey, welcome to Expat Diaries podcast, where we are at part 2 right now with traveling with teens and tweens in Costa Rica. And we are actually in an airport. We are in
Orlando.
So we are at Orlando Airport. We are on our way back. We've already cleared customs. We already rechecked our bags. We've already done all the fun stuff that you do when you travel internationally. So when we last left off, we had already done four-wheelers.
Yeah.
Had we done whitewater rafting yet?
Nope. Have not talked about that yet.
Are you sure we haven't?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we didn't.
So we had already talked about doing what? What did we do day one? We went to, that's right, because we went to Ventanas and the beaches.
Yes.
And then we did quads. Okay.
Yeah.
So the next day, day 3, in Costa Rica, we went whitewater rafting down the Naranjo Rio Naranjo. So yes, whitewater rafting. The water was pretty good and the weather was really nice, and we probably got up to class 4 rapids.
Yeah.
And everyone was kind of nervous about doing this. Not the 3 of us. The other people that were with us that are not tweens or teens, they're old ass people. They were nervous about it.
Yeah.
However, at the end of this video, I will show you photos and videos of that day with their smiles are like this. They had the best time ever. And so tell me about what you guys enjoyed about whitewater rafting. And remember, guys, we're in an airport, so if you hear background stuff, just ignore it. We're in a dang airport. What did you like about the whitewater rafting?
Like the splashes and getting to see the animals.
What animals did you see?
Vultures. I forgot what the white birds
like
were.
The snow canary.
No. Snow.
I thought it started with C.
Snow. We'll figure out what it was. And what did you like about it?
I definitely liked all the bumps, the water. A couple of times we got stuck. That was pretty fun.
We got stuck at least like 4 or 3 times.
We did. Our raft was a little overweight, so we had to redistribute weight. And then we got to flow nicely from there.
Yeah.
Okay, so we did all of that, and then at the end of it, they gave us this fantastic lunch, and we ate, and then we got to go back to the hotel. What did we do or to our Airbnb? What did we do after that?
Didn't we go to the market for a little bit? The market in Dominical?
I think so.
Yes, we went down to Dominical. We went down to the beach. Oh, look, there's wild kids running wild in the airport.
Yeah.
Watch your kids in the airport. People just pick them up and run over them. And so we went to Dominical. Pay attention over here. Get in there. Are you on camera? Okay.
Yeah.
Get in there. Okay. We went to Dominical, walked around for a little bit, but the vendors were all shutting down. And we may have to move this recording because it's really loud here now. Let's see if we do. Maybe they've run to the window and they won't be yelling. Let's see. Okay, so we had to, the vendors were shutting down, and so there wasn't a lot going on there. And then we came back and cooked dinner, right?
Yeah.
And
I have something from the market.
Oh, show us.
Ooh, I have a dream catcher. It's purple with brown and white feathers.
It's beautiful.
It's like,
So Colin got something at the market. His dad bought him something they have open air market where vendors just spread strings between palm trees and then they hang up. But he bought her that today in the airport gift shop. Precious. Hang on, he's coming. I promise. He'll be here in a moment with his find from Dominical.
But it's a little frog right
Okay,
here.
show us how it works.
And you take this stick. And you just rub it across the back.
And it's supposed to sound like a frog making a ribbon sound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to pause this and then we will go somewhere else. So that was day 3, whitewater rafting and Dominical. And so then what was our next day? What did we do the next day?
On day 4, we went to Golfito to look at your guys' property.
Oh, yes. And what was super cool about that
We
is
seen monkeys.
we did see monkeys, but we also, the gentleman that we're buying the property from, his name is Marvin, had made this beautiful breakfast for us, like up on the side of the mountain, overlooking the bay, white linen tablecloths under a tent. He had cooked for us. And this gentleman is very wealthy and literally put on a breakfast spread that was gorgeous. Champagne glasses, orange juice, coffee, fresh fruits, typical Tico breakfast. It was amazing. It was lovely. Then we went and walked to the property, saw the monkeys, slipped in the mud, got mud all over us. And then we went down to the marina for a little bit and looked around, saw what was going on down there. And it was beautiful down there. Got to watch some birds in the trees with the binoculars and swing on the swings and just really kind of just look at what the area has going on. Okay, so the day after Golfito, which was yesterday.
Yes.
What did we do yesterday?
We went to Nyaka Waterfalls.
Yes.
That was beautiful.
Oh my gosh. So we didn't hike it. We did take the truck up, it will take you up to where you drop off. And then we walked up to where the top waterfall is, looked at that for a bit, and then went down to the bottom waterfall. And then we got in, and Patience and Colin and myself and Brian went over across and then across the rocks. And so the easiest way to do that was what?
Sitting on your butt and scooting.
Yes, sit on your butt and scoot.
Yeah. So there were times when we got our ankles busted and our shins busted. But as long as we sat on our butt and scooted to where we were at, we didn't have that risk of falling.
Yeah.
So, I mean, tell me all about like Nyaka. What did you think about all of that?
It was beautiful.
I thought it was really fun. I liked swimming in all the pools that didn't have really fast currents.
There were a lot of whirlpools.
For sure. It is one of the most photographed waterfalls in all of Costa Rica. It's gorgeous. And Costa Rica has a ton of waterfalls, but that one is the most photographed waterfall. And there's a reason why. It's just stunning. So we didn't have a lot of downtime. We literally just went the entire time we were here. We didn't goof off a lot. Like we just went, right?
Yeah.
And so tell me like of the whole vacation, now the whole vacation's over. Patience, what was your favorite part?
Last time I said the rafting was, but I'm going to say the waterfalls.
Waterfall was pretty cool. What about you?
I would have to say the ATVs, just because I liked being dirty and I liked all the bumps, driving around, seeing a bunch of pretty things.
Yeah, that was fun too.
I liked the ATVs also. I enjoyed the whitewater rafting a bit. I was probably a little bit more tense during the whitewater rafting just to make sure that all of you guys were safe. And you guys would take it seriously. Like whenever our boat captain would say, get down or paddle this or do whatever, that you guys weren't just talking and horsing around, that you're listening to what the instructions were, because it's very important for the safety. This is not something to be taken lightly. And so like, I'd be like, okay, let's pay attention. And so like all of the pictures of me in our rafting is like, I'm like, everybody needs to be serious and listen to what you're doing, because I don't want anybody to like fall out. Because I knew like Shaz was super nervous about rafting, and your dad was super nervous about rafting. So I didn't want that to be like. So what do you think about like coming back to Costa Rica? Like come back to Costa Rica, what did we not do that you want to do?
I definitely want to do the horse riding because I don't know, I just love horses. Hike a little bit more. I can't think of anything else.
What would you like to do that we didn't?
Because
I would definitely like to hike more.
Exactly.
I would have liked to have visited more shops, like the pop-up shops on the beach. I'd say that's about it. I mean, probably after more times of going, I could think of different things too.
I'm kind of surprised that you guys' favorite thing about the trip wasn't Abs. So tell them who Abs is.
Abs is a dog that kept coming up
that adopted us.
Yeah, that
Yes.
adopted us. It kept coming up to the property, and apparently everyone gave the name. Amelia, Bella, Star were the 3 names, and we just put them all together to make Abs.
We don't know what her name was.
And at some point, we just started calling her Abby.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, so she was adorable. I think she was part Australian Shepherd and part something else.
Her eyes were like one was blue and the other one was brown.
How many dogs do you think we saw while we were on our trip?
A Georgie, Abs.
How many do you think we saw though?
I'm trying to count.
I think like 100.
Yeah, a lot of dogs.
So?
Yeah,
there's a lot of dogs, and so dogs there are pretty free. Like they run free most of the time. And sometimes you'll see a dog with a collar, and sometimes you won't see a dog with a collar, but most of the time they're all just running together and they know where they're going. I didn't ever see a dead dog on the road anywhere. They all just take care of themselves. So we do love that. There are animal rescues down in Costa Rica that take care of dogs that are abandoned, cats that are abandoned, animals that are abandoned. But for the most part, they're all very good natured, gentle, just they're Pico dogs, and they are happy to be there. They're jungle pups. So that was always fun. One thing for sure, we did really good about not getting sunburned.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
However, they did get bug bit. And so
I have like 22 plus bug bites.
Yeah, for sure. There's bug bites going on. And some allergic thing that Shasta and Colin got going on. We don't know quite what it is yet. And they're not dying from it, so we're not that worried. But overall, do you think that other parents with kids your guys' age, like this is a good trip for them?
Oh yeah.
So if this is the first time they've ever flown internationally, what is something that you learned that they need to know?
Definitely chew gum, and when you chew it aggressively.
To pop your ears?
Yes. Especially landing, because when you're taking off, your ears pop, and going down, they feel like they're shattering.
Yeah,
So.
Landing is the worst part with ears.
For me, I would say that if you're traveling with family, it's first time traveling internationally, it's super important. I know everyone's used to being independent at this age, but everybody has to stick together. So when you're going through security, when you're going through customs, when you're picking up your baggage, everybody stick together. That's how it goes, because the rules are different internationally than they are for flying domestically. Right. And so not being aware of your surroundings, not knowing, what the rules are, like you can't be in an international line. You can't be coming back through customs in either country, going in or coming out, and be on your cell phone. The rules are just different. Know what they are. Be aware of what's around you and what's going on, because you want to make sure that you stay with your group. You don't get separated. I mean, imagine that getting separated from the kids and you're in another country and you don't have an international plan and you can't reach them and you don't know how to talk to them and all that crap. That's another thing too. If you're traveling with kids that have cell phones, either purchase them an international plan or they have to stay on airplane mode the entire time they're in the country and only function off of Wi-Fi. Which honestly, if you're in Costa Rica and you're on vacation,
you honestly shouldn't be on your phone that much anyways.
For real, other than what we did every day, which was our Duolingo.
Yep,
Spanish.
every morning.
Our Spanish every morning. Other than that, really, I mean, every morning there was either toucans outside or parrots outside.
Macaws.
Beautiful macaws. There was always something that was going on that was way more important than whatever garbage was on our phones at the time. So, and if you're an adult and you're traveling with teens and they're staying off their phones, stay off of yours. Look out the damn window. Get in the pool. Go do the things. Go walking around and seeing like what's growing here. We walked around this entire property we were staying at. We found some funky berries.
Yeah,
I forgot what they were called.
Shaped
They're
like
something
pumpkins.
They're tiny, like they're probably they're smaller than a cherry, but they have the texture of like a blackberry, but they're shaped like a pumpkin.
They also have a seed in the middle.
Yeah, they have one seed in the middle, like one solid seed in the middle too. Those were kind of interesting.
Mhm.
We ate them. I didn't like them so much.
No, they honestly weren't that great. My first one was good, but my second one was pretty sour.
Yeah, they have. What else did we try that was super sour?
Papaya.
Nope.
No, that
Passion fruit.
Yeah,
Passion fruit.
maracuja.
Ew.
Okay, I'm sure people love it. The texture, the slime, and the sour was
It's
a bit much.
slimy.
Yeah,
But we tried everything.
We tried as much as we could.
Yes.
We tried star fruit. I don't think ours was good because it probably wasn't right.
Yeah.
I don't
I'd
think
say
it was
I would
right.
try it again though.
We had hairy berries.
Oh,
Ooh.
yep.
So they're either called rambutan, lychee,
Yeah.
or I forgot the name they call them in Costa Rica. But I'll put a picture of those in here too. We tried everything. Like there wasn't anything that we go, oh, we're not trying that.
Pineapples,
Oh,
mangoes,
we tried ceviche.
papaya,
That's really
ceviche.
good.
watermelon.
We had everything. Cantaloupe, yeah, everything.
Yeah, cantaloupe.
Okay, so traveling with kids internationally, be aware of their surroundings. Everybody be aware of what's around you. Parents, hang on to those passports. When you get in country, set the phones to airplane mode. And make sure the parents have the passports. Keep them safe. You can't drive in Costa Rica without your passport. So you have to have it on you at all time. There are checkpoints here and there, depending on what part of the country you're going to. And other than that, sunscreen, bug spray, a good pair of water shoes like Keens are imperative. Like seriously, don't just be going, oh, these will be fine. Get a pair of Keens. If you think your kids are going to outgrow them, buy a used pair on eBay. They're important. I mean, there's Colin and Patience were in the
Our crappy shoes.
Yeah, or they were barefoot in the water at Nyaka. They could have really gotten a lot further. Sorry, crying baby. They really could have gotten a lot further and more easily had they had a pair of Keens on, or in the river, or anywhere we went really. So a pair of Keens is really important. And like I said, if you have kids with growing feet, and you know this isn't going to be, you don't want to dump $100 on a pair of Keens, go on eBay, buy a used pair. I paid, I think, $9 for Shasta's. They still had good tread on them. They served her well on this trip. So I'll put a bunch of those tips down below in the show notes. And other than that, I mean, don't be afraid to travel internationally with teenagers, tweens, doesn't matter. I don't know that Costa Rica is a great place for littles because the adventures are really kind of bigger than that for them. I would say probably, I don't know, 10, probably the youngest, don't you think?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, not that you can't take them down there, but just please know that you're not going to be having the greatest time because you're going to be watching where they're at and what they're doing and what they're eating. And, you know, oh my gosh, how many geckos did we see?
So
a
many.
butt ton.
There
How
were
many
like
iguanas?
A lot.
Oh,
There
so
were-
many.
A lot of them were really, really big too.
Yeah, like the size of, lot bigger than from my knee to my foot.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
big. All right. But there was so much fun. So many great things. So we just want to catch you up on part 2 and let you guys know that vacation is over. We are back in the United States and we had a terrific time. Pura vida. Say
Pura
it.
vida.
I don't know how to say it.
Pura vida.
Scissors on your shirt.
Pura vida.
Perfect. Bye.